Welcome to Diva's Paradise, a wonderful world of fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. I'm Diva. As you know, I'm your host, and this time I'm finally going to do a full-on makeup application. So hopefully you enjoy this. This is just like an everyday look that you can possibly do. First, I'm going to start by moisturizing my skin. This is Embryolisse. I like to use this all over. And today I'll be using my Beauty Blender sponge. Okay, I usually use it damp to apply my products onto my skin. I dampen the sponge, squeeze it, wring it out, and then it's ready to be used. Alright, so I'm going to start with moisturizer, Embryolisse, all over. I'm trying a thing, so pardon the background, because I was wondering if we're getting the full lighting here, so I decided to try it this way. Okay. After I'm moisturized, I'm going to use Makeup Forever. Can you see that? High definition primer. Also applied with the Beauty Blender sponge that is still damp. Okay. Next, I'm going to apply a foundation, which is the Makeup Forever High Definition Foundation. So that's the HD formulation. This is color number 175. I'm going to see how quick I can do this. I'm trying to become a pro. Baby sleeping. Now, if you notice, I'm applying it with round motion with my sponge because I find the sponge is excellent for stippling it on and giving it like an airbrushed appearance. Oh my god, I cannot believe this baby is awake already. I just put him to sleep. Alright. We'll do foundation and we'll be right back. But you get the idea, all over the face. The palette I'm going to be using today for our everyday look, now that I have a better camera, is Sleek. I've covered mine in bubble wrap because it's very fragile. It's a mineral base shadow. Hope you can see the colors. And the colors I'm going to use today are this bronzy one right here. This is the Storm palette. Oops, see, crumbs are falling. They're very fragile, so the shadow will break. I'm using this color here from the Storm palette, which is like a frosty, metallic-y brown. I love it. It's like a deep brown. And then this is like a matte brown I'll be using in the outer crease. As I said, I usually like to use my Urban Decay Potion Primer. It's going to go on both lids. I usually put it on the back of my hand first, and then I apply it with my fingertip to my lid. And this just adds to the staying power of my shadow. Using like a, I call it a shadow fluff brush, but just a flat-headed brush. This is by no particular brand. Actually, I got this from Crown Brush. This is the number K5 Shadow Fluff Brush from Crown Brush. I guess their website might be crownbrush.com. I'm not certain. But anyway, I'm going to apply, remember the dark brown coppery color? Ah! Coppery color I told you about? Crap. This one right here is the one I'm going to apply all over the lower lid using that fluffy brush. And usually I'll hold it this way. Okay. I like it because it gives the eye a bit of a sheen. And I do that close to the lash line and just work it up. And I don't go past the socket. I'm going to use the darker brown that I told you about that's in the Storm palette. This one. I'm going to use that in the crease, the V. And I'm applying that using a Trish McAvoy number 23 brush. You can see it's kind of fat and it's slanted. I like it because it allows me to apply the color and blend at the same time. So working in the underneath right where that crease is. Okay, that's where I'm applying the color in the V. Okay. And I take it across, following the bone of my eyelid. Can you see that? Okay. And then I'll use a clean fluff brush to blend. Which really I should be using a different brush, but I know I'm on borrowed time, so I'm moving very quickly. Okay. And I like a bit more intensity, so I'm just going to do it again. Using that same slanted fat brush. Okay. I'm hoping you're able to see the color on this thing. Okay. And once again with the clean brush, I'm just blending that out. Okay, blending it out, blending it out. Alright, and we're going to do that for I want to actually do my brows. Okay, and for that, I usually use my NARS angled eyebrow shading brush, but since I can't find it, I will just use my Trish McAvoy, which is a slanted, very stiff brush. It's number 32, and I usually fill it in, as you know, with my liquid eyebrow perfector from Makeup Forever. This is number 3. It's like a really dark brown, but I can always lighten it up. So I just apply it to the edge of my brush, just like so. But of course, first I'm going to brush my brows up so I can actually follow the shape. Oops, sorry, I'm going too high and you can't see. God, somebody's smoking. Oh. And then I usually start at the base so I can get the shape. Little short strokes, more so focusing on the tail. Oh, sorry. Just can't see. Actually, I forgot to put concealer under my brow. Usually that's my second step. I like to put my concealer first to highlight the brow bone before I fill it in, actually. But looks like we'll just have to do that step backwards now, won't we? Oh. And I just follow that line using short strokes, and I make the head of the brow very faint. Okay, so under this brow, normally I put this on before I do the brow. I put on a concealer. You could use any one. This one I actually got at a €1 shop in France. But you just paint just right there, right? From here to there. And the key for me is I put it on first. I blend it really well with just a concealer brush, no biggie. And that way I don't see no big line. Because I hate when I see pictures of people and they have this white line under their brow. So I like to blend it out really well. But this serves to give the brow a more defined shape. I find a lot of people be like, how come your brows look so perfect? Do you use stencils? No. This is my little secret. So I just blend that out so it looks even cleaner than it actually is. And as you see, I keep the heads of my brow very soft. I hate to see when people's brows look like they have tadpole brows. Okay, so you see that? Gives it a nice clean finish. Sometimes I even clean up the very top if I want my shape a bit more defined. I'll clean it up a little bit more. See how it looks? I hope you can see. I hope it looks blended out. Okay, same thing here. I've already done this side for you, right?